Freck will check in and say, yo, week 1, I'm at $50, but I'm going to get there.
This week on the He's a Guy podcast, we're talking goals.
What is making it in Canada to you guys?
What it really means to make it, and whether having goals is ever enough.
I think when we look within our circle, I think it's almost like the easier way.
We get into mentorship.
I will never pay you to give me advice.
Accountability, and what growth actually takes. Tap in. Season 2, Episode 3 of He's a Guy.
Welcome back to another episode of He's a Guy podcast. Here with the guys, man. How you guys all doing, bro? What's going on?
Who's the no look to today? Who you throw the pass to?
I don't know yet.
You never passed the Freck, so.
Yeah, he has. But I alley-oop sometimes, you know. It might be a touch up to Tashawn or
Tashawn got though.
Used to.
I've been stretching, so it's coming back.
All right, continue.
See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't believe sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mobile now.
Yeah, we're friends. We lie sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so today we have a episode about goals. It's important to kind of list these things out. Talk amongst your friends. You know, hopefully that when we speak on it, you guys understand it to be something that's important to you guys as well. But first, as always, we're gonna start with mental check-ins. Freck, I'm gonna kick it off with you, bro.
I'm good. Can't complain, brother. You know, just working hard. Long hours, long days. You know, still gotta get in the gym, train my son. You know, and now I'm back here with you guys. So we'll see how this goes. You know, why are you laughing, Jude? It's real. It's my mental check-in, all right?
Why did they laugh, fam?
It's mine. So I'm good. Can't complain.
Tashawn, what you saying over there, bro?
I'm blessed. I've been late nights, early mornings, bags under my eyes, forgetting to take care of myself. What are you looking at under my eyes?
I don't want to see how baggy they are.
It's a little baggy still.
What you doing that for? Got goals?
Yeah.
Goals, bro. You got goals. Bank account's not saying the same thing as the goals, but I'm putting in the work. They always say there's a lag time sometimes between the work you put in and you seeing the returns on it.
You keep pushing, brother.
Keep going?
Keep pushing.
Keep going. But yeah, I'm decent. I'm just a little tired.
I don't like decent.
I'm working toward being better, though.
I bet. I like that. Juice.
Feeling good, man. Just had a birthday recently, not too long ago.
Come on.
Everybody's like, yo, what'd you do? And I was like, I just went to Wonderland with my moms and my family and just kicked it. And I was like, I haven't rode a roller coaster in 18 years with my mom. So that was like a dope experience. Like you guys, just working, trying to achieve the goals, trying to make these goals realistic and do some things, keep showing my kids what it is to be a man. And yeah, man. Here, bro. Steph, what's up? Talk to me.
Man, we're down this journey of, not to be redundant, but goals. But yeah, man, you know, working to making myself better as just a person. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with my social. I've been posting a lot of this specific page. Me and Tashawn talked about it. There's a lot of questions that go on with that page that help me kind of reflect and kind of review where I'm at. And it's been eye-opening. Just real questions that, you think, you would hear every now and again. Well, these are questions you always hear, but these questions really make you reflect, open up to yourself, and just be like, maybe you're not where you thought you were. And if you are striving to be better, these are the type of things you got to attack.
What's the question that sticks out to you, brother?
Bro, actually, I posted one yesterday, or reposted one yesterday, and it just says, what was one thing that you constantly see yourself facing that you're struggling with? And to me, I feel like it's ironic. I had a run-in with a client in the morning. This is the same morning I post this, by the way. So I wake up, daily routine, whatever, and before going to work, I see this post. I'm like, yo, this kind of resonates. And my answer to that question was patience. So deal with a client in the morning, what does that have to do with? Patience. I deal with something later in the day with my lady, patience. You know what I mean? So it's just so many things that attack, and it's like, yo, you get tested in so many different ways, and it's just ironic because that was the post that began, and that was that was the word of the day for me. That day was patience, and it attacked me. It attacked me in so many different ways that it was just one of those things where it's like, yo, wow, this really resonates in a time that you really needed it, and God's just a funny God, bro. But yeah, so that's a little bit into me. So, yeah, but shoot, what are some goals that you guys think that they could be broad goals, they could be personal goals, they could be whatever. But you guys, we're gonna go around the room. You guys gotta tell me what type of goals do you guys think about when you hear that word?
I'll go first. Mm-hmm. For me, I actually seen a post the other day, and I shared it with my girl, and it was like, breaks down like how, like, I think a lot of us, when we look at a goal, we look at it as the finish line, as opposed to breaking down like small wins that lead up to this final goal. In the post, it essentially said, like, what's your 5-year plan? And in 1 year, what can you do to bring you closer to that 5-year plan? In 1 month, what can you do to bring you closer to that 1-year plan? And breaks it down like that. And I think when you look at things, when you look at a goal like that, it makes it easier and more realistic to grasp, because you're breaking down these like small intricate details. Like, for example, you want to start cutting hair, whatever, 5 years, you want to have your own shop. Okay, so today, what can I do to better myself for the month? Apprentice at a barbershop. Okay, cool. Now I'm in the barbershop. Okay, now I got to get a chair. Now, okay, I got a chair. Okay, I learn how to fade. I do all these things till you're working yourself up to that kind of goal. And I think for me, that's the steps that I need for when it comes to breaking a goal. I need that consistency and the smaller goals that are easily attainable than this larger goal when it's like, shit, you don't even know where to start. Yeah. But if you're making these steps, you're getting closer to it. So that's what I would say.
Actually piggybacking off that, the smaller goal is helping it be a little bit more achievable. How do you guys feel about that? Is that something that you guys also lean into, or is that something that you guys see not really working out for how you guys would attack goals?
For me, I just look at it as like, who do I need to be? Like, kind of like what Theon's saying, like, it's good to have a vision of where you're trying to go and like what those different milestones look like along the path. But for me, it's been really about, in this season, for me, it's like systems. Like, what do I do daily? And does what I do daily reflect where I'm trying to go? You know what I mean? When they say your results are in your routine. So it's like people try to tell you like, oh, I'm trying to be D's and have a 6-pack. But then you're up till 1 a.m. eating ice cream, not going to the gym. It's like, you could have the goal, but is your system fitting the goal? So for me, it was like, I remember, speaking of questions, I remember reading something that said something like, yo, somebody followed you around all week and heard your goals. Would they think you were serious?
Powerful.
I was like, damn. I felt attacked, because I just like, it made me wonder, like, when you say you want something, I think we all could say we want something. Someone say, yo, Steph, you want $1 million? Or, Freck, you want $1 million tomorrow? You
don't gotta ask me, I'm there. You Steph, you Juice, I'm there, bro. Let's go continue, though.
Everybody says they're with it, but it's like, when we have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, are we willing to do what it takes to get it? And I think that's the conversation we don't always have. And I feel like I've been having that conversation with myself lately a lot. And it's like, okay, I need to be doing everything it takes to get where I want to go. So for me, like lately, that's been like waking up super early. And that's changed how much I've been able to do in my day. When I wake up at 5:36, my day feels like 3 days. When I get up at 8:39, my day feels like 1. Right? So it's like, for me, it's been just a system upgrade rather than changing the goals. I feel like the goal is always the same: to be great, to be a provider, to spread a message, to help a lot of people. There's a lot of like goals I have, but like, it's the systems I'm really working on. Because before, I feel like I would just say shit. Now I'm like, am I doing shit? And I think measuring your systems is a good way of measuring and checking in.
Okay. Freck, well, I guess to start, before I ask you this, Freck, we have a list of what this thing called SMART goals. There's a thing called specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time. Okay? So within that, Fred, can you give me some things that would be like a relative goal?
When we go out about goals, just in general, I'm gonna, like, for me personally, I say I want this, I try to do everything to get there.
Okay.
Right? No matter how much time it takes, no matter what it takes to get there, I do my best to try to get there. So when we're talking about goals right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no goals right now, and that's gonna sound messed up, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. It's not that I don't have any goals. All my goals have been accomplished, believe it or not. Right? And I'm gonna run down with you guys. Said I wanted a wife, 10 years, had that wife. Said I wanted 2 kids by this time, had it. Said I wanted a house, got it. Now I'm setting new goals for myself. Said I want to finish school by this time, did that. Wanted to have this job, did that. So now, and then company, did that. You know, I'm just leaving things out because I feel like, I don't want to say I'm accomplished, but now it's like I'm turning the page over to start new goals, new chapters, and doing that, I'm still figuring myself out. So that's why when we came in here and I told you, like, I have no time because now I'm like, because all that's got accomplished. Now I'm also trying to accomplish for my family and my son, especially achieving his goals. So when I look back at it now, I'm just like, now I'm doing that for everyone. Now I got to get back to myself.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't really have any goals right now in my mind, but start a new page, see where it goes. You know,
I like that though. But I feel like you, in saying that, you still have goals. It's just there might be goals to help other people accomplish their goals. So if like your wife were to have it, or your, like you say, your son, he has goals that he wants to accomplish in his early young age, but you're trying to be there for him, and that's a goal of yours to help him accomplish those, right?
Yeah.
So I think you kind of describe what the relative goals is. That's relative to you, right? So to say you have no goals, I think you're right. It does sound messed up, but
That's what I thought. You know,
you do describe it better than you let on. You know what I mean?
it started off rough.
Now you know what though? Some people do say that though.
Yeah.
I don't have no goals. I don't believe in that. Some
Yeah.
people be like, I don't believe in 5-year plans.
Yeah.
I just do what I do.
I'm one of those people.
It comes when it comes.
I won't lie to you. The reason why I say that though is because the 5-year goal thing to me is so many things can change in a year.
Exactly.
So to say that it's 5 years, it's like, well, if I like say for Freck, for example, if I reach those goals and I happen to reach them earlier than the 5-year plan, it's kind of like,
Now what?
where do I go? Do I create a new 5-year? Because I mean, I reached the 5-year plan goal in 2. So it's like, what do I do with the extra 3? You know what I mean? So I just take things as they are, which is, again, it has worked out for me. But at the same time, when other people describe how it's worked for them, I sit back to myself and I say, damn, am I approaching this properly? Is 5-year plan something that actually doesn't work, or is it something that I haven't given an honest try?
Yeah, we see, but the thing is now everybody's goals and plans are different, right? Because not everything works out for everybody all the time. And I like your 5-year plan, like you said, could have worked in 2, and then somebody see that and be like, oh, well, I got to copy Steph, but that might not work for them,
Yes.
right? So that's why, you know, your own pace, your own race. Stay on your track. Don't try to jump on to Steph's track, because it has happened where people are like, you know, I'm gonna try doing what he, and then it fails, and then that's when you're like, ooh, whoa, okay, like,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to think what went wrong for them, but take your time.
Yeah. Dion, I know you were talking a little bit about it last season when you were talking about mentors and either looking into that or trying to be mentoring the youth, for example. Who's a mentor that you look at?
Honestly, I want to dive more into the mentor space to have somebody that like I can be like, this is the person that I go to. I think there are a lot of people that I admire the work that they do. Somebody that I really admire what they're doing is this guy that used to be on my basketball team. His name's Alfred. He's in Halifax. He started this network that helps like young entrepreneurs kind of build. He has like a hub where they can come and like hone into their skills and like build it up. So like people that are helping other people, I think that's like more so where I lean into. Who else? I think I can go like on a bigger scheme. Like like the Pivot podcast. I really like their podcast. I think I look to those guys as an inspiration. I know some people don't really like their podcast, but I think what they do for the community, and they show a gentle side of the masculinity.
Absolutely.
And they allow people to be vulnerable. And like, I want people to be able to come to me and be vulnerable, and be themselves, and like, yo, what do we got to do to help you get back to where you need to be? Like, even today, I had an experience with, I won't say the name, but came to me, and at first I'd like joking around with me, telling me things that are going on, and I was like, keep moving, and then he said something to me again, and I was like, this guy needs to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, I'm just one of those people that I want to continuously give. So again, yeah, long-winded. Mentor is somebody that continuously gives to the community or gives to people to help them be better. That's where I'm at.
Love that.
Do the men ever have any official mentors, any of us?
No. I don't. Sorry. No. I was speaking for myself. But I'm working on it. I am working on it.
But what I'd even ask you, what's an official mentor? Because I mean, I have a couple, I would say, off top, unofficial mentors that I look at. They might know, or they may know, or they might not know that they're a mentor that I look at. But I don't know what an official mentor is.
I mean, it's like, is it a one-sided relationship, or is it you guys?
No. Like we can bounce off each other in terms of ideals and things, but I mean, in terms of what you describe as an official, it'll better help me understand whether they're official or not.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I
need one of those.
When I started speaking, like when I started doing like speaking and stuff on stages, there's this guy I met, and he was nice with it. Mm-hmm. I was like, brother, like I really love how you speak in front of an audience. Like, can you mentor me? Mm-hmm. And he's like, that sounds like a commitment. Here's what I can do for you. I want you to do these things. I want you to go make a speaker deck. I want you to apply to a few speakers bureaus, and I want you to do this, this, and this. And I want you to come back and talk to me when you're done. And he said, I don't want to mentor you because it sounds like something that I have to commit to. Mm-hmm. But if you do these few things, come back and check in with me, and I'll see we can have another conversation. And to me, that was an unofficial mentor, because when I asked him to mentor me, if it was an official mentor, he would have been like, yeah, I got you, bro.
But I feel I was saying, not to cut you off, that doesn't, I mean, he's giving you these prerequisites to see if you're even serious about this task that you're asking him for.
Which I appreciate. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that, because to me, that was like, okay, he's seeing if I'm serious.
Right.
And before he enters some kind of like, yo, I'm going to rock with you and talk to you every so often, he wants to see, am I just talking and saying, I want the million, or I want to be on stages, or am I going to actually do the work? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I think that better answers a question that I'm asking myself to see whether they're official or unofficial. But contextually, before I do answer, I want to go back. In you doing that,
man down.
In you doing that, right? Mm-hmm. How does that, like, you accomplish all those things that he said that you set out to do?
I did, yeah.
So now when you go back to him, does he allow you to now get a more in-depth look as, you know, as being a mentee, or is that still something that?
To be honest, I never went back.
Okay.
And was like, yo, I did the things. Yeah. I did the things and kept going with what I was doing, and met new people along the way. And I didn't go back because I didn't want to. It was just more so that actually was the help.
Yeah.
In the step I needed, because like I feel like sometimes in life we talk to people about the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Like 2 weeks later, someone's telling you, oh fuck, or why am I in the situation I was just in? And then they're in it again 2 weeks later. And I felt like with me, he pretty much said, don't come back and talk to me about the same thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're taking action.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready to answer. so basically for me, unofficial. If that's the case. Yeah. For me, but I mean, it's still a relationship where I can ask questions. It's still a relationship where I can call them for anything. It's still a relationship where they don't mind it, but for me, it's a little bit more weighted on my side than their side, if that makes more sense to what you're asking, I guess. So when I say that, I can give you a description. Like, for example, there's a couple guys that own our barbershop, like co-owners. This guy named Mikey and Will, right? Both I look at to be in spaces that I'm not, right? So when I'm trying to now upgrade myself or get to a new plateau, for example, those are guys that I can go to and ask questions. Maybe not the overarching, like, how do you get to where this is? But just kind of picking at their brains, so I'd see how they feel about this or that, and that helps me get to a place where it's like, you know what, I can understand not just barbering but business, or I can understand how to deal with the balance of family and business, because both of them have children where I do not. So it's like there's just different things I can pick at, because I do struggle with that. I do struggle with the goals I want to reach. Means I got to work hell or high water, so that I do now gotta sacrifice the family time. But it's like they don't. So how do they get to that place? So I guess that's more like unofficial, but still something that works.
I heard a lot of people that I know with their like official mentors, they always tell me like I pay them because it's like for their time kind of thing.
Compensation thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not that the people need it or are willing to take it, but almost lead with that, because it's like, yo, if I'm willing to pay for this, you know that I'm serious. And also on the other end of that, the information that you're giving me, I'm going to do something with it, because now I'm paying for the service essentially. So, I mean, I think when it comes to a mentor, I think a lot of times we look within our circle.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to just cut that out, look outside. Because like, go up to the people that you don't know. Yo, what's up? Like, sorry. Not what's up, but like,
I something though. I was in.
You're what's up?
What do I need to know?
No, but nah. Like, I think obviously do your research when you're going up to them, but don't go with like a generic like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me? Like, I think so many times when I'm like listening to podcasts or reading books, like when people go up to people, it's like, set yourself apart. Right. Do something that is like, yo, honestly, I saw you had this thing, and honestly, I wrote up a business plan and I did this, whatever. I was kind of looking for a mentor or whatever. You sparked their interest. Yeah. I think when we look within our circle, I mean, I think it's almost like the easier way.
Okay.
Listening to all you guys speak, just now you heard Theon say like pay, so I would never, just me.
Why
me,
though?
I will never pay you to give me advice. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are, what it is. I am not paying you to give me advice.
Can I stop you?
You can whenever you want, brother.
Would you therapist?
Why do you think I haven't gone?
Okay.
Damn, Frank.
Would you?
I'm being serious. I know you guys.
I'm not being serious.
Like,
don't get me twisted.
Would you get a life coach, a business coach?
But so before we move on, a therapist, I don't believe could be your mentor.
No.
No, but you said you wouldn't pay somebody to give you
advice.
Okay, so you guys are getting the two confused. We were just talking about mentors. Yeah. I will never pay. Let me say this again. I will never pay a mentor. To give me advice. Okay. Right.
That clears some things up.
Deshaun, never. If you could, it's documented here. Why am I? No. Let's break it down. Listen to me. I guess because I like I said, no disrespect to anybody. I guess I'm cut from a different cloth, because if somebody comes from me and asks me some questions.
Don't disrespect my cloth though.
I'm not disrespecting anybody's cloth. I'm cooking right now, so let me cook, bro.
Look at this clip.
You know what I'm saying?
Stoves on, gang.
You see what I'm saying? The man's already talking about clips. You have to jump in. No, but hold on. So, like I'm saying, for me personally, I'm just saying me. If I have the keys to a kingdom, and I'm not saying I'm going to give the keys to everybody, because I heard you guys, if somebody is interested in what I'm doing and they ask, because I'm going to give you guys an example. I work for Enercare in a gentleman's home. He comes up to me and he asks us, he says, hey, my son is lost. He mentioned he wants to do HVAC. You do HVAC. What steps do we got to take? But I gave him a whole guideline. Right. Gave him my manager's number, said they're always looking for people. People don't do that. I'm going to give you another example. And the reason why I'm going to give you this example, because I was working with another guy, and then somebody asked him, and you know what he said? Oh, take the number on the truck. Yeah. But for me, I'm not, if somebody's willing and wants to do something, and if I can easily help them by just giving them information, why am I holding that back right now? Why am I going to say, I got to charge you for this?
Sorry, go ahead.
And that's why I'm saying I must be different.
No. I don't think it's a difference. It's a preference.
I think like really like this year I've really learned like just because I would do that to you doesn't mean that somebody else would. So like that's why I would say maybe I would lean in more to like, hey, because it's either pay them for their time or help them on their side of the thing. whatever they're doing? How
Right,
can
it's a
you
give
how
and
can you
take.
be beneficial to them?
Right.
So that's why I say like, yeah, you can go with the pay aspect, or you can be like, hey, this is what like I said,
When you help me and I get to where I am accomplished,
Okay.
I will shout you out and I will give you all the credit that you deserve.
And that's good for somebody.
And yes, that's good for somebody. Now, if you're looking for money for this, start a business, brother. So start a business, be whatever you need to do, and get the money out of the people if that's what you guys want to see it, right? Because me, I guess I'm different. Like I said, and if it's gonna be about you, I'm asking you something. You're like, come by the office, and and then when I come by the office, there's a package there. Which package you want? And brother,
no,
I'm gonna holler at you.
I hear you. I'm the same way, fam. I agree
I don't
with
think
you,
it's as cut
but
and dry as you're making it, but I do understand what you're saying. I think what Dion's saying in terms of the payment part, it's like what he said. It's a give and take. It's to show you that I'm as honest and true to this. I'm trying to give you something for your time, because me just taking info from you, that might not be worth it for that person in the longer run. So I'm
Yes.
just going to give you some compensation to help you along the way as well by giving me your time. That's
Okay,
all.
so now I'm gonna break it down to you. So you're gonna pay somebody that when you're trying to get to their level or wherever they're at, and you don't have those funds to pay that
That's not
person.
what that's saying.
No, I'm giving you another scenario because
Okay.
if you look at it like this, so if you're trying to get information from somebody to get to where they are at or whatever advice they could give you to try to get there.
Right.
You're obviously on a path to try to get there because they're accomplished, right? Mm-hmm. So you're obviously not accomplishing yourself, correct? Am I confused?
No, I don't give you the example of school. You're paying school for the same advice that you'd be asking a mentor. He's teaching you the same thing.
I disagree with that.
I see the same way, and I can look at it from both sides. Like, look at this example. Say there's a podcast, the Pivot podcast. Say, yo, we'll put you guys on so you guys can get 1 million subscribers and start making money ASAP. But it's gonna cost you guys 10 bands for us to teach you the way to do it. Would we pay for that?
And-
Wait.
no, 100%.
You know what I mean? That's mentorship.
I-
they're gonna give us the keys, the guideline, and help us skip steps hard lessons that we stopped. We've made so many mistakes in what we've been doing. Would we pay for someone to help go skip some of those mistakes? I would say yes.
Depending
on
on
the
what
other
yeah,
side, if
absolutely.
I'm a mentor, because I got into the coaching space, I realized when you talk to people and give them advice, when they're not paying,
They're not serious.
they're not serious. They hear
That's the
you.
same thing with
Everybody
school.
says the
That's what
right
I'm saying to you.
thing.
That's why I
but when
gave
you're
you
not
school
paying, you're
example.
not serious. If you're a man that's gonna spend, yo, I want to do that thing, and a man says, yo, it's gonna cost you 10 bands. You're like, all right, say less. I don't have the 10 bands. I'm gonna figure it out. You're gonna come serious.
To me, it's the same process of what paying for school is. I'm still paying for advice. I'm still paying for teaching. I'm still paying for lessons. What I do with these lessons after I pay, it could still drain me. Right? I can't. There's a way to implement things and there's a way not to. I understand. It's all preference. What I'm saying is I don't think it's a bad case on either side. I understand and I respect your stance. But what I'm saying is to say, like, I don't think there's a difference or a cloth difference, and it's not even like I'm taking it as disrespect or nobody should. But I'm just looking at
Disclaimer?
it. Yeah, disclaimer. Nobody should take it as disrespect. It's just one of those things where it's like, that's your preference. I understand, but I think we do those same things that you're denouncing, just in other spaces, anyways. That's so. I don't really know if that's what I mean. I don't. It's a this or that type of thing to me. Like you either like it or you don't.
I get what he's saying.
And I hear you, but now I'm going back to what Tashawn just said about the other podcast.
Right.
And the reason why that to me is different, because that sounds like an investment.
Okay.
Right? And the difference why I'm saying that sounds like an investment, because they're saying if we give, just the example he used, you guys give us 10 bands,
Yeah.
we show you the game, you get $1 million of views. Why wouldn't we do that to invest in our podcast and make it better?
I think it depends on the context, though. Like, if they're offering that to everybody, that's not a mentorship to me. That's trying to make bread.
Of course.
But once again, we don't know that, right? That's
We
a
don't.
risk. That's a risk
We
we're
don't.
willing to take. I'm just going off of the example that he
It's set.
just gave, right? So, but let's just say they came to us and nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they came to us and they said that. All right, cool. We would sit down. We would talk. You guys think this is worth it?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then we would take those steps. To me, I don't look at that as these guys are going to mentor us.
Right.
Why not?
I don't, because to me that sounds like an investment.
But mentorship is an investment.
I don't think so.
I think we could agree on this.
Yeah,
we don't
so,
gotta
we're gonna move on,
stay on this
Yeah, we
topic.
can disagree there. Quickly on this last part of the
Topic.
goal setting. Sorry,
I got you off track.
Yeah, I did. My mind's rolling. We essentially we have a new segment that we're gonna introduce you guys. Maybe not this episode because we kind of just did it.
No,
but
I know exactly what you were
You know what I
thinking.
mean? We kind of just did it, but please stay tuned. It's gonna be an entertaining one for the season. I guarantee it's gonna be your guys' favorite part. But moving kind of along with this, what is making it in Canada to you guys?
Making it in Canada?
Let's not limit it then. What's making it?
Just making it. Just do making
Actually, you know what? Yes, let's keep it in Canada because that's where we are. Making it here is hard at this moment right now. Let's keep it here. Making it. What does making it in Canada mean
You say, yo, I made it. What does that mean?
to you?
There's a lot of, if you're gonna, okay, so where I'm from, if you made it out, you made it.
What's out?
That's what I'm gonna say. It's relative, right?
I'm gonna get into details.
Yeah.
Like out the hood.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't fall into the trap of the 4 baby mamas, living in your mom's basement, you know, driving a Honda that has 2 wheels, but it's supposed to have 4. And you know,
It's a crazy car.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So everybody has.
motorcycle now.
You know, so it's like everybody's definition is gonna be different, right? When you say made it, I haven't thought about this in a while. Like, if I'm gonna say I made it, I would say like good health. Everybody in my family being healthy, happy. You know, having money in your account. I'm not saying you got to be rich, but have money in your account to be happy to say, you know what? Yeah, let's go on a trip.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do that without actually like worrying about
Breaking the bank.
Yeah, we can't do that because of such and such. Yeah. So if I had to put money on it, I would say a decent sized house, 2-3 vehicles, maybe 300, 400 in the bank, you know, and
$200,
$1,000, brother.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
Be sure, bro. Gotta be sure, bro.
I'm gonna say you cut me short, bro. You got a
Gotta be
little,
sure. Yo, but
right?
to be honest though, not to cut you off, but to be honest, I've come to a better understanding with what making it to me is, right? Because it's all relative, as you're explaining. To me, I don't even like driving that much. So for 2-3 vehicles, somebody out there might listen and be like, oh, I don't need that, right? But the decent sized house is what they like, you know. But they could Uber it. But the decent sized house is what they want, or $300 after, not $300, but like you said, a good sized bank account for them relatively would be something where all my bills are paid, so I could still go out this weekend. Like that type of stuff to me, now it's like, yo, I have mad bills. Why? I don't know. I'm trying to do way better budgeting. But if I have money after that, brother, my week is blossoming to me.
They can't take you off your high.
You see what I'm saying?
But
sorry to cut you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I get it because what I thought making it was just like being rich, having all this money and doing whatever you want all the time. But I'm not even really. When you look at certain people, I'm like, how is this guy living so carefree? Mm-hmm. Certain people don't care about certain things. As long as, like you said, bills are paid, they could go out on the Friday and the Saturday, have a drink, be with the boys whenever. Mm-hmm. That's making it to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Juice, holla at me. What's making it?
I mean, I think Fred hit it right on the head. But to add to that, I feel like running a business where I'm not punching a clock. I think that's the biggest one because I actually seen what's that guy's Instagram? He always interviews like millionaires and ask him questions. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
I remember this clip actually just popped up to me like a couple of days ago, and he's like the most common mistake people, or they don't like spending money because they're trading their time for money, whereas people that are rich, they're not, and they don't mind spending money. And I think when I think about like making it, to add to what you said, like being able to be like, yo guys, send me your passports. I'm booking a solid trip. Or my family, I'm like, yo, let's do this. Or, yo, these guys are reselling Vibes Cartel tickets for 2 bands. You know, whatever. Just throw it at. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I think even making it, I want to say a closer relationship with God as well. I think,
Jesus.
you know, giving grace and being thankful for, you know, being in the place that I am, and yeah.
Tashawn, close this part out, brother. What you think making it in Canada is like?
To add to what these guys said, they said a lot of great things. I mean, my first thought was just being at peace, being able to spend time with people I love, and be able to just have impact. And when I say spend time with people I love, I feel like right now, it feels like everyone's grinding.
Yeah.
It feels like everyone's working. It feels like everyone's trying to make it, trying to get it, trying to figure it out. And it's like, is this making it?
Yeah.
Even if there's money in your bank account, even if there's money to pay your rent, like, don't get me wrong, everybody's healthy in my family. Everybody's seemingly happy. You know, everybody I look around the room, you guys all look good.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You too.
Thanks, brother.
Skin look good?
I'm a bump over here. So.
So y'all angry talking like this?
We're talking like this. No, but seriously, like, it's that piece of just being like, yo, kind of like Theon's saying, it's like, yo, guys, let's go for lunch on a Tuesday at 11.
Just being free, yeah.
Let's just, like, that freedom of just being able to just be.
Yeah.
You're starting with
You know what I'm just saying? Like, yo, just living life with this. I feel like we're always on go. Like, I feel like I drove here, pulled up, ran upstairs, came up, then I'm going to leave, go home, sleep, get up 5 a.m., run. Like, I don't want to live my whole life like that. When you made it, it's like you're out of grind mode, you're out of survival mode, and you're just thriving. You ever see somebody just walk down the street or driving 50 and just chilling, arm out the window?
I wish.
Sunglasses on, wind blowing in their hair. I hope I still have hair by then. Wind blowing in my hair, just chilling.
Turkey, brother.
Huh?
Turkey.
Go to Turkey? I already went.
Yeah,
But it's that vibe of just being at peace. Like, I just feel like I just want to live with ease.
Yeah.
And I think when you made it, there's a certain ease. When you walk in a room, shaking hands, kissing babies, just taking your time. Family's good, food's good, everything tastes good. You see a bird in the sky fly by.
Appreciation.
You're just taking your time, enjoying life, being at peace. When I say you made it, it's that. There's no amount of money in the bank account. Because some people have lots of money in their bank account. They're miserable.
Yeah. I think even to add to that, like, having and being enough. I think, like, that's, I feel like everybody's always chasing the next thing. Like, I made it. Okay, I made 100,000. Okay, now I need 2, 1 million, whatever. Like, I think, to me, making it is realizing, like, I'm at enough.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't have to continue to do all these things, like you said.
Yeah.
Just being at enough.
Okay. So moving the conversation along a little bit, in getting to some of these places, right? We talked about accountability circles, right? So kind of the question I actually want to ask you guys that leads into that is, who do you guys look to check if your goals make sense? And then piggybacking off of that, it's that question alone. What do creating accountability circles look like? So anybody want to jump into that? I mean, I could start with.
Go ahead, start, brother. You're talking.
So who I kind of check in on to. See, here comes that reflection time. I don't know if I really check in with anybody to see if goals make sense. I kind of feel like if it makes sense for me, it was just kind of a downshot. It's kind of moving backwards in a sense, right? Because if goal makes sense to me, that sounds great in my head, but does it sound great to y'all? But I'm not asking that question. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of don't do that. So I'm already at a negative in that space.
Nah, I
What do you guys feel?
To add to what you just said, I feel like when you're calling somebody to ask that question, I feel like you already know the answer.
Depending on who you're calling?
Yeah, like you're just calling to say, "Yo, should I do it?" Yeah, you already know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You want them to tell you no too.
No or yes.
Yeah, so
Is that okay? So is that kind of like creating the accountability circle then?
I don't know. I guess for me, I don't call nobody. Being straight with you guys, bro.
You gotta do better.
Nah, if I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, for all my Jamaicans in the room, you can't tell big man nothing, is it? I was always told, big man depend them on.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
So, you know, so it's like when you I don't know. I'm not asking anybody, you know. And if it doesn't work or whatever it is, that's on me.
I sort of agree with Freck. Like, I think there's two things there. Accountability circle to me is a little bit different than like checking in with somebody about what your goal is. Sometimes I think your goals could be so crazy that the wrong people wouldn't understand.
Right.
But
don't you think, in saying that though, but don't you think like if somebody's there to support you, even if it is constructive criticism they're giving back to you, they can still understand, because I know who Tashawn is, that I could kind of see the path he's going on with this goal, even if the goal doesn't make sense to me. As a person that supports you, I'm going to be that one to be like, I don't know, but okay, I'm with you.
Do you remember when Justin Connect said people can only understand the level of their perception?
Absolutely.
That sticks with me because like some people only can understand from the glasses that they're looking through. Mm-hmm. And they just might not be the right people to tell your goals.
Yeah.
Like I had some friends in my life, and it's like you tell them something, they're like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, then you might doubt yourself. Then you might be like, shoot, should I do it? And it's like all that started because you told someone you should never have told. Like they're just not, they might not be with it. And it's like, it's not to say your friends always got to support you in every way.
Yeah.
It's just when you have a business and like you're selling T-shirts, for example. Just because you're selling T-shirts doesn't mean all your friends have to buy one.
But I agree with that.
And you can't be mad at them if they don't, because they might not support that business. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you.
But does that mean they don't support though? Mm-hmm. Does that mean they're not supported? Because I could say, yo, you will strive in that, but I don't buy T-shirts, so I'm not buying. Does that mean I don't support you?
But we'll never have that. We might never have that conversation, so I'll never know. Okay. I'll be like, Steph didn't buy a T-shirt, so Steph doesn't rock with me. So I'm not calling Steph no more. And then in your head, you're like, I support you, brother. I commented. I double tapped on the T-shirt photo.
What if I told somebody to sell T-shirts?
That's what I mean. I don't know that, but we might never have that conversation. So all I'm trying to say is like sometimes you ask the advice from the wrong people, and it's like I'm really trying to focus on, even when I ask for advice, if the person hasn't done the thing, it's hard to really take their advice as serious advice. You know what I mean? Like it's you could think about it, you could capture it, but it's like it's better to ask people who you maybe are in your network who have done it. Yeah, and they can give you more insight.
Sorry guys, I didn't want to cut either of you guys off. You guys were talking about T-shirts. We do have He's a Guy T-shirts and sweaters and hats. You know, that was just a little segue into that. But you guys were cooking, so I was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get it in?
That's a plug. That's a goal of ours. Get merch, yo. Get you guys wearing our stuff. Support folk with us. Come on, yo. Anyway.
And then to my next point, accountability circle is different. Accountability circle is like, yo, guys, I'm gonna dunk by December.
Is that? Sorry,
I'm saying it right now. I'm dunking by December.
Oh, you're doing.
So what's the accountability circle?
The accountability circle would be I'll check in with you guys weekly and be like, yo, today I did this workout, I did that workout. I'm this close to dunking. And then we all check in with each other's goals. So say Freck says, I want to have 10 bands by December. Gotcha. Freck will check in and say, yo, week 1, I'm at $50, but I'm going to get there. That was nasty word?
You got to buy some T-shirts and sweaters, bro.
Or Steph, you say to me like, yo,
You got nothing for me. You got nothing for me, right? That's fine. That's okay. We'll move on. Yo, Theon, what
you got for juice?
Nah, bro. I don't like the way this is going.
He said, get him.
I don't like the way this is going. Let's move along. Juice, what do you have for us, bro? Accountability circles or
don't start cooking either.
No, I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking. Actually, an accountability circle that I'm a part of actually really helped me like hone in on my physical body goals. There's a couple guys that we send messages to each other every day like, yo, checked in, I'm at the gym. Yo, I went today. And there's so many days right now that I'm like, yo, I don't want to go to the gym. But if I see that, it's like, shit, I can't not, right? So I think that I've seen the power of that group, what it's done for like everybody in the group to be accountable for working out. And I think that the same metrics can work in different things. Like you said, 50 to 10 bands. You said 10 bands already?
Yo. Don't start. Don't start.
No, but the same metrics can work though. Cause it's like, yo, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go to Starbucks today. I'm not gonna.
We said we're not getting that, man.
Yo.
There's nothing wrong with 50. Some man don't even have 50 to invest to.
Listen. I'm putting this on. I have more than $50.
But yeah, like I think the same things can be true. Yeah. And what was the other part of it? Sorry.
The accountability, like sorry, not accountability circle, but who do you tell your goals to like if they make sense?
Yeah. I think it's who you're telling your goals to, because like for example, no disrespect to anybody here, I could be like, yo guys, I'm struggling with me working out. Like, yo, I'm sending a picture. Man, I'll be like, yo, why you sending a picture in here, fam? You know what I mean? But I think it's the room that you're in, right?
That'd probably be me still. Man, I don't want to see that. Go to the gym, bro. Leave me alone.
But it's the room that you're telling these dreams and goals to, right? I think, again, often we looked within, like, these are my people. These are who I have to tell my goals and dreams to. But there's other people that are out there that can be like, yo, oh, shit, I like what you're doing here. I'm going to introduce you to this person, or, yo, I actually did this and I can bring you to this step. So again, I think it's where you're telling these goals and aspirations to.
You guys are 100% right on this. And I'm going to, something that stick with me through my whole life. I should say stuck with me my whole life. Sorry. Being in a Jamaican household, right?
For the week, huh?
They let you know, be careful who you're telling your stuff to, because there's bad mind people out there, right?
What is it? It just has to be Jamaican.
Brother, why you gotta take it there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go on easy, big dog.
My question was here this week, man.
Chinese people don't say that?
No.
Juice is Guyanese?
It's that, bro.
My mom's.
Seriously?
Yeah, my dad's
I
truly.
Juice is Guyanese.
But he's trying to make a joke, though.
How
is that a joke?
I honestly didn't know
I didn't
that.
have Guyanese.
I did not. All right, but like I was saying, they when they say Chinese households, Juice, let me know. You know,
Something similar. It's probably bad mind same way, but yeah.
the boy by my name.
All right. You got that dumb as hell, dog.
This guy's dumb, bro.
I don't know.
Wrap it up, bro.
I'm asking. But like I was saying, they stick that in your head so much that you are actually scared to tell people what's going on. Like I'm always told, don't tell people what's going on in your life until it's done. So sometimes when, like for example, I get something, I get a new car or I get new shoes, like you know, until I get it, you're not gonna hear about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, oh, why didn't you say anything? It's like, bro, I'm telling you now. Yeah. So some people do feel offended, but it's not even to really offend you. Where someone, my dog, I thought we were friends. Yeah. We are, big dog. That's why I told you first. I just didn't tell you ahead of time. Right. You know what I mean? So that's all it comes back down to. But shout out to my Guyanese people. You know, I love y'all.
No, but you gotta move on. My bad. True. No, I was gonna say, like, to what Fred's saying, like, I think there's two important, and what everybody's saying, like, there's an aspect of, like, look beyond your circle sometimes, because it's like you can't rely on your friends for everything. Yeah. It's like relying on your girl for everything. It's not realistic all the time, right?
To who?
Huh?
To who?
What do you mean?
You said it's not realistic. To who? Because if I call you guys, no disrespect, I'm calling you for a reason. Right? I'm not just calling you to say, well, I'll go on every day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, my girl, my wife, she's going to be my crutch, right? You guys are my dogs. If I'm calling you for a reason. So it's not like I'm just saying what's up all the time. You know what I mean? So that's what I said. To who, Tashawn?
No, I was just saying, like, you can't always rely on everybody for everything. You know what I mean? There's certain people you might have to go through for different things.
No, and and to that, like, I do, when I speak to you guys on different levels, no disrespect to anybody, like, I know who to go to.
It's not disrespectful, bro.
No, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes down to some hood politics, I know which friend to call. Yeah. I'm not calling to Sean and say, can you believe what happened in the hood? I told you you'd be here. I told you to get out of there years ago, man. You shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I have a basketball question, yo, Juice, what do you think? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Steph, like, what do you think about this part? Like, I'm not going to call Tashawn and ask him about a barber. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph, you ever heard this guy? It wouldn't make sense in my head, you know?
I was gonna say you're catching strays, but you shot at him first.
Crazy. You shot at him first. 3 times in one
only had $50.
And he hijacked my clip. That's such a nasty word.
Touche.
Honestly, Tashawn, it wasn't even personal, brother.
You guys got something going on.
No, brother.
You guys got something going on. This is 2 seasons ago.
I should spill the tea.
Holy swole.
Nah, but we good. We
I
good.
missed you guys, man.
You guys needed this.
Okay, so moving on. Let's go to community spotlight. Where in the community, Tashad, could you see things like this, or can you point to people getting better with goal setting or accomplishing goals?
I think there's a few things out there, like, and I know Theon and I can speak to this because I know both of us had the same coach at one point, but it's coaching I thought was like huge for my life. Mm-hmm. And people think like coaching is this crazy thing where like, why would you pay someone to tell you things that you want to do?
You don't have to say. You don't have to speak about Freck without saying this.
No.
We're still doing this.
It's a valid question. It's valid what you're saying. Yeah,
Freck's not the only one, right? Like it's a lot of people believe out there like, why would you pay someone to tell you stuff that you already might know?
Okay.
But sometimes you need someone to challenge you and push you to go further. And I feel like having a coach actually pushed me to go further because it's like somebody's actually asking you the right questions. Just how you were saying at the beginning of the podcast. I don't even know if that was on the episode, but you were talking about how there's this page you see and it asks you these questions. You're like, damn, what am I doing with my life? Or damn, I could be doing better. That's what coaching really is. It just pushes you to just go further. So like one of the biggest resources, and I can attest to, is like it just made me a better man in so many ways because I just had somebody asking me questions. And sometimes they're simple questions, sometimes they're deep, and you're like, damn, it makes you really look at yourself in the mirror. Because a lot of us, we go through our lives and we're just living, we're working, we're doing things, and we say we want things and we never do. You know how people 5 years later are like, yo, I want to buy that car, yo, one day I'm gonna do it. And you keep saying one day, that one day never comes. No one checks you on that.
Yeah.
When you have a coach, the coach is like, so what did you do today to help achieve your goals? What are you willing to do this week? So when we check in next week, when will you have done it? The power of those type of questions takes you something from just being a thought in your head to on paper to actual action.
Yeah.
So that's why for me that was life-changing, coaching. I offer coaching services. At Mind State U, we send out newsletters all the time, invite people to different events where we challenge each other to be better. Yeah. And I think it's like accountability circles are another one. Look beyond your friends. Create a group with people who you admire or you love something that they do. Create a group chat, and talk about something you're trying to achieve and encourage everybody to do the same. These things, believe it or not, will speed up the rate at which you achieve your goals. And I think a lot of times we have things in our head, but you'd be surprised when you put things on paper or you talk about them around the right people, stuff will just start happening for you. Yeah. So it's like, if we're gonna say like, what are some resources? Those are them. Call to action would be follow the Mind State U page, hit up my page and inquire about coaching if you want one-on-one coaching. But it's like, listen, like if you want to take action and achieve your goals, it starts with doing. It starts with taking action. It starts with doing something different. Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to have what you've always had.
Okay. So kind of close out the show. We have a question that we're going to throw out to you guys out there. It's going to be on our socials as well. You guys can kind of, go back and forth. Just creates engagement. I hope you guys, really, really partake. So the question that I have for today for the poll is, I like the question I have. No, I like the question I have. I just don't know. Okay. So the question I have, I don't know if I want to use this one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Let it fly.
We can change it if you don't like it.
Yeah. All right. So, who do you guys speak to on a daily? And if you could change that, no. How do I want to pose it? I want to pose it differently. If you could make a change. Nah, see, I don't like how I'm posing it. We gotta edit this.
Let's ask it and just
let it go.
Let's play with it together.
Yeah, edit. All right. So, if there's one person that you could ask that is not in your circle, who would that person be?
What are we asking? Just anything in general?
Yeah, anything in general. Just to kind of open it up. Instead of it being more related to just goals, anything, just kind of creating a conversation outside of your regular circle.
Are we answering it?
Yeah.
There's one person I could ask. Is the person a real person we know of? Or
Yes.
like
It has to be a real person. Somebody that you could go out to tomorrow. And maybe you were afraid before. Maybe it's somebody that you would never think to because you're unfamiliar. Maybe it's somebody that you pass every day in your morning routine at the gym, this, that, doesn't matter. But yes, a real person.
What are we asking them?
if there's just
Just whatever comes to my mind.
whatever
If you
comes
see
to your
them.
mind. When you see them, it's like, yo, this is something that they're doing. Like I said, like-minded. Like Dion was saying, you're at somebody that you're like-minded with at the gym, but it's an accountability thing. So okay, I'm at the gym. I see this person all the time. We may give like that head nod to each other, just what up in the morning. But what's one thing that you could ask to that person or somebody outside of your circle?
What's one third person? What's one thing I could ask?
Reminds me of that like $1 million or a dinner with Hope.
Kind of.
Taking over taking over.
What's one thing I would ask?
So I can go first. For example, like for me, I don't have any children. I'll go back to this, like I said. So the balance of seeing somebody go from work, go to dealing with their, child's activity, making sure that they eat, things like that. But I don't want to ask the people that I already see doing it. I kind of want to ask whoever I see else in different spaces because I kind of know already how everybody that is close to me's routine. I see it already. But I want to see somebody that's in my field and how they may do that. So like I said, with barbering, for example, like that's some question I would ask. That's not a relative question. That's just like a guy that I see every day at work. But they're not somebody that I always constantly interact with.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make your own schedule, right?
See, that's something that we could get into as a conversation,
that
but it's not.
It's a question.
It's not as cut and dry, but yes.
Be easy for you, big dog.
I don't think so. Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
So the reason I say no is not so easy is because although I make my own schedule, I also want to maximize my money making potential. Right?
And that's where you go wrong. What's more important?
For whom? I don't have children yet, so you can't tell me
Okay,
that.
so this is what we're gonna get into
Right.
because you're asking somebody how they do it, right? When you have your child, it comes down to what's more important to you right now. What's more important to you is your money, so you don't see your kid is important right now because you don't have any, right? When you have that child, what's more important to you? It's gonna be the child, Steph. So I'm gonna give you an example. My barber, he doesn't book between 3 and 4:30. He has to get his kids from school, right? So when he gets his kids from school, when he brings them home or he brings them to the shop, then he finishes up his cuts for the day, or his girl, wife, whoever picks up the kids, goes home. I'm pretty sure it would be the same thing for you. And that's why I asked you. That was the first thing I asked you.
No, fair.
You make your schedule.
But I feel like
right?
that depends on what network that you have. If that's something that only works for him, sure. But if it's another network for me that allows me to make more money where I don't have to pick up my kids,
yeah,
it
of
could
course.
be my grandmother. It could be like you know what I'm saying. Like it could
Yeah.
be anybody. So it depends on your network.
That's where family comes in to help you. But when they can't, that's why I asked you your schedule. Because I'll give you an example. Picking up my son, I have to pick him up every day at 3 o'clock. Sometimes my job goes to 5. So I would have to pick him up, drop him somewhere, and go back to work and finish up, and then go back to pick him up. So that's why when you said the money, it's what's more important. I'm not going to leave my son outside the schoolyard waiting for me.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So I have to leave and go get him. That's why the first question I asked was your schedule. Your schedule becomes the most important thing, and you're gonna balance your schedule with your family life because you don't have a choice.
No, absolutely.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So that's just me on the outside looking in, right? But I'll ask your barbers, and they could probably tell you better, to be honest. But I just on the outside looking in, that's what I just see. Question. Tashawn wants that. I think he was over here.
No, I will say I actually haven't thought of the exact person, but I do want to ask somebody who's been married for a really long time, with family and kids, how they did it, how they kept it healthy, how they made it work.
The one thing I always hear is happy wife, happy life. so I don't know.
I'm starting to hear otherwise today, bro.
I've been hearing otherwise
That's
too.
what I'm
I
saying.
heard somebody say like that's why that's bullshit. That's actually bullshit.
Yeah.
Because now if you're only making your wife happy, what happens to you? Then you're miserable, and then everybody else miserable around
Call
you.
you miserable regardless.
Happy spouse, happy house. I've heard that one before. And I heard one like leaning towards more of like God fearing. It's like I can't remember the saying verbatim, so I won't say it. But yeah, it's like if you serve God, it's not man or woman that you're serving. It's not. It's a. Sometimes you have 80, sometimes you have 20, sometimes you have, you know what I mean? So it depends. But yeah, that's what I hear from it. So I would actually agree with that question as well.
Yeah, like it's just like, what does that balance look like? How do you handle trying to like be your best self as it relates to you and your life, and you and your other relationships, and then you and her, and how do you guys always keep it like healthy, fresh, and how do you just like what
Navigating it all.
advice? Yeah, like how do you navigate it all? Because life seems to be this balancing act, and you don't always, in certain seasons, you don't always have a lot for everyone.
Yeah.
And then how do you navigate those seasons? So it would be like, that'd be my question.
I mean, since Deshaun stole mine.
That's where you get your teeth?
Yeah. But I'm actually glad that you stole it because it made me like dive deeper a little bit. I think that I would ask my dad and I would ask my grandfather, as a father, what's one thing that you would change and how you parented? I think that's what I would ask both of them.
Gave me goosebumps, my G.
That one, I felt that. What made you think of that one?
I don't know. You stole my answer.
Stop stealing, bro.
Flex on you, gang.
But yeah, no, I think that I think for like obviously as a father now, like I'm going to make mistakes. So I think that's a question that I ask myself, like what's one thing that I can do, like when I'm laying down, like what's one thing that I could have done differently in a situation with my son having a tantrum that I could have done better to be an example of how he should deal with situations and how he should handle it. So I think that just popped in my mind, like what's one thing that my dad and my grandfather would change with their parenting.
Yeah, that's a tough one to follow up, Fred.
No, mine's simple. Like
Okay.
I like Sean, I don't have a person in my mind that I would ask, but it would be like, what does it really take to make it? And I know everybody always has their own views or their own response on it. Like, is it opportunity? Is it luck? Is it hard work? Because there's a lot of people that put in a lot of hard work and it doesn't work out for them.
Doesn't pan out.
Right? And then there's a lot of people that are given opportunity and they fumble it. And then there's a lot of people that, hate to say it, they just get lucky. Right? So, like, somebody that's on top, everybody has their own definition of somebody on top. But if I had to pick somebody on top, it would just be a successful businessman. Just keep it simple. What did it take for you to make it?
I'm actually reading the book called The Psychology of Money, and they actually talk about that. And they say, in the book, he says a lot of people, everything, not to like take away the hard work, but it's like pretty much what you said. There's a lot of people that work hard and they end up on like different sides of the coin. Like, for example, this guy worked hard and he kind of bent the rules and built the railroad. I forgot the actual context of it, but this one guy, he built a railroad and it was against the law. And he's like, forget it. And he was praised. Whereas like somebody else that is a businessman, like, sold drugs on the side. You know what I mean? And he bent the rules too, bent the law, but his luck was on the other side. So they do say that like it is luck. You know what I mean? So.
And then some people also say, to your point, you create your own luck.
Yeah, 100%.
Preparation breeds,
repetition, and
Law of
consistency.
attraction. I listen to this podcast and it says, in life, you get what you think about most of the time.
Damn.
And a lot of times, and if you feel good about it, it means you're thinking about what you want. And if you're feeling bad, it means you think about what you don't want. And if you think about what you don't want, that's what you're going to get. So when you think about money, it's like, I want money. That's like a positive thought.
Getty never.
But if you think about,
was the cook things, or was it getty never, or wanty never get and getty get?
Oh, under the
bottle caps, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just like
Wanty never
just
get
how powerful your thoughts are. Like I think it's a mix of all those things. Like they say, luck is preparation meets opportunity. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
There's a bunch to be said about it, but it'd be good to hear from somebody who made it.
Talk to us, bro. What's the poll saying?
Well, that's my question right there for y'all. Question. That's the poll question right there. You guys holler at me. You guys let us know what's going on out there. But yeah, man, that kind of wraps the conversation we have about goal setting. I'm encouraging all of you out there, please do take goal setting seriously. As you can see, we have some gentlemen up here that have done the work in early stages at the very least of goal setting, and it's propelled them into places that, like I said, they once dreamed, once thought about, and then now in the succession of. So, trust me, you take some time out of your day, you could do that for yourself. Goal setting is important.
In closing, I just want to say, like, don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to message that person. You never know what can happen or where that can lead you, right? You talk about goals. Anything is possible. Never doubt yourself. And like I said, like, just reach out to those people, man.
Absolute mic drop right there. So from us to you, He's a Guy podcast. His little button right here, it'll be here. Little red button. Haven't done that in a bit. Hit the subscribe, you know what I mean? Frank, not yet. Not yet?
He's blessed.
Anyway, so from us to you, till next time. See y'all again.